So in today's video, we're going to be looking at Perplexity AI, Claude AI, and ChatGPT to help us create a blog post for our blog. So let's start off with getting a topic right. So the first thing we need to do is find a topic right. So I just typed in dog bowls here, and then it came up with these other topics. So you can see here, this is an extension called Surfer, and you can see there's estimated monthly search volume of 12,001. Really good topic to write about. And this is the best keyword research method you can actually use. You don't need to pay for this or anything. Just start typing things into Google, right? So in this case, I actually just typed in dog balls, right? And then this came up. Let's say you go to this one, dog balls would stand, and just keep pressing space here and waiting to get the auto suggested topics, right? So dog balls will stand for large dogs. Okay, so all of these will be good topics to write about, right? Simple as that. So I'm going to pick the elevated dog balls, right? So as you can see here, I'm going to do a listicle article, right? So where I just kind of list out dog balls, right? So this is my prompt, right? Do some research. We're going to use Perplexity AI for research, right? Because this can search the web and give us all the information that we need. Sometimes I don't really trust Perplexity, to be honest. It sometimes doesn't give you all that accurate information, but let's give it a try here and see how it's on. So I said, do some research for me about the best elevated dog bowls, right? Find the best companies and give me some pros and cons of each bowl. Also create me a table with the pricing of each bowl. So let's see how it gets on here. Okay, so it's done some research for me. So based on the research, these are the top elevated dog bowl brands. So this is the research that we're going to use, and it did all this for us, right? And we've got our price range here, which is excellent, right? And our sources that you need to do to check them. I'm not going to check them now. So we also got a video here. So another piece of research we can do is go to the actual video, right? And use the transcript. So down here it says show transcript, and then we'll get the transcript so we can also use that as part of our research. So our next step is going to be writing our first draft of our article. So you can actually use Claude in Perplexity, but you need to have the paid plan, sorry. So I don't have that currently, so I'm just going to use the free plan of Claude AI. Right, so let's copy this information into Claude and start with this. So all I need to do now is my prompt, right? So I'm just going to do a basic prompt for Claude here, and we're going to do some further editing later on. So let's go with something like this. Write me an SEO optimized blog post called Best Elevated Dog Bowl. Here is some research information for you. Please format the article so there are headings and bolded point. Okay, so let's go with that and get our first draft from Claude. Okay, so we have our first draft now. It gives all the explanations of what it did over here and gives us a kind of a nice preview of what the art here. So the next step we're going to do, you can keep asking Claude to improve it whatever way you want to do, but I'm going to try something different this time and use the new model by ChatGPT. So let's give this a go. We're going to copy this in here into ChatGPT. So ChatGPT has this new model called GPTo1 preview, right? It uses advanced reasoning. So let's give it a go and see if we can get an even better art. So here's my prompt. I'm going to give you an SEO optimized article. Please review it and include any keywords that I might have missed that are related. Make sure the grammar and spelling are correct, right? And now this is just really, I want it to sound, more natural, right? Sometimes I don't like the way AI writes. It just adds too many things like revolution and all these words that you don't really like, okay? And then I said, make the piece, I was using speech to text here, so it's wrong here, but make the speech more engaging with telling a joke or two, right? And vary the sentence and paragraph length. Okay, AI tends to just write, three sentences, and it kind of looks boring when you're reading, okay? So that's the information here. Now I'm just going to change the model, right? You have to have paid account for this one, but let's give it a go with the new model. And this one is not connected to the internet, so that's kind of a downside, but let's see what it does with this information. Okay, so this model has chain of thought reasoning, right? So it says it's thinking, right? So it's literally going through different steps, right? It's crafting engaging content that I wanted, refining the content. So that's really what I want is, for it to take some time to make this art better, right? So it's even weighing the different options, right? So here we have our article. It's actually really, really good, to be honest. Like, I don't really like when he uses words like this. This is what I didn't want, okay? But let's face it, the pup deserves the best. Okay, so, this is quite human-like, right? It's like, even if they think your slippers are cute. Okay, so that was kind of maybe casual and joke and something like that, right? But there's fun facts. So that's quite interesting, right? I added that in, just to keep people engaged when they're reading, right? and then you have your top 5 elevated dog bowl brands. So the formatting is excellent, right? Isn't it? It's really, really good. It looks so good. The price range, this is a really good article. There's no fluff here. It's just straight, direct to the point. If you were reading this and researching this, you would be quite happy with this, right? It's gone through the bulleted points of, exactly what you need to know, right? It has to be easy to clean, right? The stability for the dog, it doesn't knock it over, especially if it's a large dog, right? Okay, it actually put in joke time. Uh, so if only picking a movie on Netflix was this easy, right? Okay, that's a bit silly, but anyway, I asked it to be casual, and that's nice. Is like that's kind of quite human-like, right? Isn't it? It's just saying something nice, right? So I'm quite happy with that so far. If you want an image, right, we definitely want some images, right? Don't we, to make this look a little better on our blog? So let's have a look at an image. This is the one that I'm using now. It's called Flux 1 Pro, okay? So this is the one that gives best images. So what could we do for an image, right? Let's have a think about that. A dog eating from an elevated dog bowl, looking out at a beautiful rainforest. The house is small and quaint, realistic. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so this is what I got. I'm not sure I really got the elevated part right, but the dog looks pretty real, to be honest. And, that's a pretty captivating picture, to be honest. I quite like the picture in general. Obviously, not really realistic, but, it looks good on the eyes, doesn't it? So I'd probably try that again to get an elevated dog bowl, but it's pretty good. Like I'm quite happy with that. So the next step is really just uploading this to your blog, right? So that could take a few minutes. You have to add the image, add the article, all of that stuff, and try to make it better. If I'm doing it, I want to be fast. I use this tool called Journalist AI, right? So it's an AI SEO writer that auto-publishes blog. So the cool thing about this tool is it does like all of those steps that I just went through there automatically, right? It just does everything for you. And it also has integrations, right? So like if you have a WordPress blog, which I know lots of people do, right? It just automatically publishes. So you don't have to copy and paste and do all of these steps that I'm doing. So you can actually get a discount with the code Connor10, CONOR10. But let's see how this article comes out with Journalist AI. So to use the tool, you just need to go to SEO article, right? Keyword and title, right? So our focus keyword is best elevated dog bowl, right? And we can go through here and change as we need, right? So if you need to have extra knowledge, right, they'll search Google for similar topics. That's very important, right? Just like we did with Perplexity. The formatting, right? Similar things, right? Tables, yeah, we want that. Bold is good, list is good, right? So actually I want to put the title here, 7 best elevated dogs, right? That would be cool, right? So you can also add some call to actions here, whatever you're trying to sell. Okay, well, of course you have a business, you wanted to sell something, so you can just link to that page there. The article size, right? Internal linkings, really good for SEO, right? And if you link to other pages in the website. Also, external linking is also really good as well. And we've got images, right? Let's say we've got images. We'll just, we'll use 2 images in the article, right? You can also get YouTube videos, right? So we can add a few YouTube channels, and you can also translate it to different language you want. So the best thing to do here is to generate an outline first. So as you can see, it's just quickly done the research for us, right? It's all brilliantly organized for us, the 7 best bowls for us, and then we'll just generate the article. So our article is now ready, right? So we've got the table of contents, right? We couldn't do that with the other tool, right? So this is really, really cool. Like, look at that. We've got a really good image as well, an actual elevated dog bowl this time. Really cool, right? And we've got our alt text for our image, so we can just copy that in, right? Text is bolded, right? The key features and benefits, right? So as you can see, there's like, a lot more here. There's pictures and pictures again, right? And there's a lot more information here with steps, YouTube videos. So, this is really, really high quality and plenty of information. And it took me much less time, right? Didn't need to think much. This is really, really good if you want to create a lot of blog posts really fast. We've got everything here. You can also go into different features here like the SEO score, right? And check, add some more SEO keywords in there, tags and stuff like that. And one of the most important best features that I like is you can send to your integration. This only takes like 2 minutes to set up, and then every time you can just like read through it. And if you're not happy with anything, you can just change it and rewrite it with AI as well. So you just go into the content editor there, say, okay, I want this longer or shorter or whatever it is you like. And if you have any problems, you can just chat to the guys there. They'll if you need any extra features like social media syndication, for example, right? It's like you can just send that off. You can get this article, right, and it'll rewrite it for your social media. And you can also do auto linking. You just add in your sitemap, and then it will send links to other pages from your website. So really, really cool tool as well. So I hope you have learned something from this video. Thanks very much for watching, and subscribe to the channel. I'll leave links to all these tools down below and a link AI too. Thanks for watching.